I got to record. I got to do the record
Please
thing.
hold.
Links. I need to pull links up. I need that link. I need that link.
So we've been told that.
And some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong. Wait and see.
It's game.
Some people find it the rainbow connection.
The lovers, the dreamers,
and me.
Singing is fine.
Especially
fine
when
is
it's
a
more
relative
singing.
term.
You skipped the second verse.
Oh, my bad.
Oh boy.
You are. It was pretty bad. You're correct.
We're in for a treat today,
Okay.
folks.
Are you recording now?
Is it a chocolate covered treat? Because I think Brock would like that.
Are you recording now, Guya?
Yes.
Is
He's
he gone again?
evaluating whether that's a good idea or not.
Oh no, I said yes. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, now I hear you.
Now I can.
Okay.
Okay, starting with Brock.
Hello, my name Brock. I am a large male Goliath. I'm a barbarian at level 3. I am very tall. I 6'8", which weird. I only have 2 feet. I had 290 pound, and I'm not very bright. I joined crew many year ago when there were I walk through city, big city, and I see pretty boat, so I go to look at boat, and angry small man yell at me and say, "You there? Why no pickup box and put on ship?" And I look around, and small angry man apparently looking at me. So I pick up box, and I put it on ship. And I'm there now, ever since. That's my story.
All right, Shine.
Hello everyone, I'm Shine. I am a wild hunt fox-based shifter. I am a rogue class. In my unshifted form, I have deep red hair. And I have light gray fur on the rest of my body. When I'm 5'6" and I'm 110 pounds, so not too heavy. In my shifted form, however, I grow about 6 inches. And my hair gets a lot longer and darker, and I basically start to look a whole lot more like a fox. And I get claws and fangs, all that fun stuff. And when my eyes though are very, very piercing, and when people look into them, they just really, really want to help me. It's rather strange. But hi everyone.
Sad puppy music. All right,
She-
Felix.
She says we want to help her. I don't like her.
Oh,
Her charisma is,
I'm sorry,
is
I
low.
did forget. I met the crew when I discovered that they were traveling to Bilgewater, and I needed safe passage, and I basically saw Brock and decided I figured he could probably help give me safe passage to Bilgewater. And in return, I would help them on their quest.
She'll give Brock chocolate.
I do like chocolate.
I will give Brock chocolate, yes.
All right, Felix.
I'm Felix. I'm 18, 5'10", 180 pounds. I hail from the small island off the South Pacific my grandfather taught me the way of the bow. Our motto is "Bow big or go home." Some of you all will understand that reference.
I don't get a reference.
That's okay. You don't get much. We can tell. My village was hit with some hard times recently, so I left the village to set out and try to find a way to make some gold and bring back to help them out. And I'm the newest member of the crew here. I saw them and figured, how much trouble can we get in with this group?
He doesn't know
funny.
us very well, does he?
Everyone say that at first.
All right. So the next on the list is Kern Mitt.
Well, thank you for letting me be here again today. I feel like I did this just a moment ago.
Why is he
No.
green?
Well, we're getting to that. So I'm a grung. We are very short, diminutive people, and I'm kind of the shortest and the most diminutive among them. I'm only about 2 feet tall.
You look like a frog.
He like a toy. It's funny.
And so, I set out because I was born on the lowest level of grung society. And in case you hadn't figured out, that's people who get all the bad jobs. So I set out to try and make a name for myself so I can ascend the ranks and become something better than what I am right now. So far, I'm working my way up here. I'm on my, this will be my 4th ship. My first one was the flying purple thing, and I
Purple
was a
people
cabin
eater?
boy there. And then I was a swabby on board the Mupe show. And last one, I was the cargo steward on the Fuse Burr. And that was a lot of fun there. I did try to have a little bit of an import tryst with a nice half-orcish lady, but as it turns out, I'm poisonous. And when she tried to kiss me, well, things didn't go very well there. So, yeah, I'm just kind of looking to, rise up the ranks here. I've been all these different things. I'm an experienced sailor, and I'm ready to help out here however I can.
She always reminded me a little of Pig.
A little bit, yeah. The tusk really did it.
I don't know. If I get hungry, you might want to watch out. I like frog legs.
I can jump. I can use them pretty well to jump pretty far too. But that's a thing I'm good at.
Mika Cat, thank you
Alrighty.
so much for the tier 1 sub 2 months in a row.
Last
I appreciate
but
you,
not
Mika
least,
Cat.
we have.
I did look up how to send you games, and we need to talk.
Somebody else.
Caesar.
Yeah, Rosiza.
Hi. So my name is Rosiza. I'm a furball bard. I'm very furry around the face, so it looks like I have a beard, but I do not. Eye patch over my eye. I lost to a bit of a fight to other people that didn't like my music. And I met these people when I was in a local tavern, just doing my normal music gig, and I liked my music so much that they asked me to join.
We thought she would
Alrighty.
make good bait.
I was against this, but I was outvoted. Kern seemed to really want someone to play music while he sang.
Well, I'm still trying to learn the lute, and it doesn't quite have the right tone for what I'm going for, really. I think I heard about this other weird musical instrument called the banjo, and I think that might suit me better. But for now, I'm just kind of doing my way with a lute.
Can I sidebar for a second?
Sure.
Have you guys watched Prop Culture on Disney Plus? Because they actually found
Absolutely.
they found the banjo
Absolutely.
from the Muppet Show.
Yes.
Oh my god. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
I love it so much.
Muppet movie.
Another sidebar. I rolled a 21 when I was writing up this whole description, so
It'll
yeah,
be
you
the
guys
only
wanted.
only time you get a 20.
oh no,
Remember-
All right.
I got a 19
So-
actually.
Focus. We have limited time here, people.
Enough.
For some of you, anyways. All right. So, you guys have found your way to Bilgewater here in Runeterra, a place of pirates and mercenaries. There is a very lawless city, though uh, some things could possibly get you maimed or even killed, as it is a lawless society. Um, there are a lot of shipwrecks in the area due to the nature of the way you have to get in to Bilgewater. There are lots of sharp and jagged corals and rocks and stuff on the way in that if you don't know how to properly navigate, your ship goes down. So um, there's a lot of jobs where you go and salvage the wreckages and bring back the goods that were on the ships to be sold. And that is how a lot of people here on the island make their living. So we start this adventure in a tavern, like we often do in D&D. You guys find yourself at the Brazen Hydra down in the Rat Town. You sit at a chipped wooden table surrounded by the sound of a ruckus laughter and hearty swings of Bilgewater's finest root beer. In the corner, a woman
Do
in a
they have
flamboyant...
chocolate milk?
I was going to ask the same
We're
thing.
getting there. In the corner, a woman in a flamboyant purple coat kicks her feet onto the table. And so there I was, she said, eyes solemn. Me and me crew digging up through the cursed wreckage, when suddenly, whoosh! She sweeps her arms, nearly knocking over a tankard of chocolate milk. Something dark swooned from the horizon, and I never felt something so terrifying and cold in my life. I tell ye, ship's haunted, I say. We never should have pulled that wreckage from the tides. A squat figure in dark clothes pipes up a few tables away. Come on, Taylor. We know better than to believe your tall tales now. The woman you see boasting about her adventures is none other than the famed Taylor Kenton. She is tall with a wavy, silvery, streaked black hair and a flair for the dramatic. She has just returned from having worked on a salvage in the docks, where she and a small team have been dismantling the wreck of the Phantom Ire. The figure that called out to her is none other than Dane Pierpoint. He is known for being quite the pickpocket, and he is not one for superstitions and myths, and he believes that Taylor is just trying to keep the wreckage to her and her crew. So the squabbling here continues back and forth between Taylor and Dane as you sit there drinking your chocolate milks and your root beers and what have you, eating your foods. You're just enjoying a night in the tavern. Let's see here. So as they're sitting there bickering, it starts getting a little bit more out of hand when suddenly a shout rises above the crowd. I'll show you what happens if you don't believe this scrapper's tales. Knuckles crack against bone, and the squat man in dark clothes is sent flying as the woman in the purple crashes her fist against his face.
This is my kind of night.
One of the man's drinking buddies help him from the ground, while the other lunges for the woman. Someone in the bar raises a tankard to cheer, tankard of chocolate milk, by the way, raises a cheer, and a rowdy crowd begins to urge on a fight. Fight! Fight! Fight!
Yes, fight.
Fight!
Oh, yes, fight. More fighting.
What do you all do?
I want to
I'm just
help.
gonna sit there and enjoy.
I'd like to help Taylor.
Okay. See.
I'm just gonna sit there and watch. But I wanted to ask, uh, did due to like my character sheet, it says that like I can get free uh lounging right from the tavern by doing a performance.
That has nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Oh no, I just saying.
Okay, so you guys would be kind of over here
It's
at a
not-
table.
I don't see table.
Yeah, there. Imagine the table. All right, so
Oh.
you guys are sitting there when this fight breaks
Imagination.
out. What would you like to do?
I'm going to help
I'm going
her
to
as
help.
well.
I'm going to help Taylor because her story intrigued me, and I'd like to know more.
Okay.
I try to get up
Would it-
from my seat, but for some reason I don't think I can move.
Uh. Oh, that's because you joined too late.
Oh,
We don't need a frog anyway.
So for now, I'm going to just
I'm a
sit
I'm
here
a
and
grung.
watch. I
Thank you
think
very
that-
much.
Okay, so we'll roll initiative if you're going to be doing something.
Before we do that, can I try and solve this peacefully?
This is not combat. Just roll encounter, just so we have an order of who's doing what.
Okay.
Just if you plan on doing anything, just roll initiative, and we'll go from there. Make sure you click on your token when you roll for initiative.
I did click on my token,
Yes,
but I got
you
a net
did.
20.
Which one do I click from there?
I got it.
Well, for future reference, which one do I click from there?
Oh, you just click on your token. Your token right here.
I clicked
and
on
then
it
you
and
just click initiative.
I don't see initiative.
No,
That's on
your-
roll 20.
On roll
Go
20.
to D&D
click-
Beyond.
Yeah,
Okay,
go to
so
D&D
click
Beyond.
him and then come over here and click that.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Correct.
So,
It's the thing that we all forget fairly regularly,
Yeah.
so don't feel bad.
Everybody does, even veterans. All right. So, Rosita, what are you doing?
Hey, pocket bacon.
You
Just
just
going,
sitting, hanging out, watching.
yeah. I'm playing on my
Alrighty. So Rosita starts playing on her lute to accompany the fight. Kern.
Oh yeah. I would like to walk up to the fella over there. How far away is he? He seems like he's very very far away. He's not
Yeah,
that far
this-
away. Wait a second. Nope. I can
The
get
grid
there.
is weird.
How do you do that?
Magic.
Click.
So I'm gonna walk up to the. I'm assuming this is like the chief instigator fella here.
Yes.
Okay.
you click on
I
the-
would like to reach out my hand to shake his hand and say, "Friend, can't we all just get along tonight?"
Well, he going to get stepped on.
Okay. So you're just shaking his hand with
I would
your
like to shake
poisonous
his.
hand.
I would like to shake his hand.
You're trying to poison this man.
He has a -1 to intelligence. He forgot.
So, what is it that
he needs a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
that's what I was looking for. Thank you. All right.
Dag, you're not wrong. Gabby does a lot of really good voices.
Character sheet. Come on, this was a whole lot easier to find when I was reading through it.
So he
Oh,
is
there they
he
are.
is shaking my hand. That's amazing.
Well, you kind of reach out, and he kind of reaches out to meet your hand, and he needs a what now?
12.
Okay. He so he shakes your hand. I'm not really sure this is any of your concern,
Oh, I was just trying to make peace in this situation. Me and my friends over here are just trying to have a quiet night, and it's getting a little bit rowdy for us here. So we're just trying to settle things down, if you understand.
So, I have to ask, with this action, are you trying to aid Talia or are you trying to befriend Dane?
Um. Well, I'm trying not to take sides, as it were, but he does seem like he is the
Okay,
aggressor.
so you're not taking any sides. Okay, that's
He
fine.
seems he seems like
That
he's
is
kind of the
also
aggressor here, so I'm trying to,
okay. So I need you to make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, so he'll look over at Taylor and say, "She wasn't worth it anyways. Come on, boys." And he brushes himself off, and him and the boys go back to drinking.
Awesome.
That
Ah,
was
And
crisis averted.
close.
I turn to Shine and say, "Who has name like Dane anyway?"
All right.
Oh no.
Uh, so so
Yeah.
as the the fight
Oh no, indeed.
de-escalates, uh, Taylor goes back over to the bar and starts uh, drinking some chocolate milk.
Ooh, chocolate milk. Could I have chocolate milk too, please?
One for me as well, please.
I'm pretty sure we already have it.
Yes, you already have
I
it.
want more
You
chocolate.
said we had root beer.
You have
I'd like
We
more
have
to.
than
root
you
beer
ever
or
want.
chocolate milk.
I'd like to invite um, Taylor to join us.
Okay, give me a persuasion roll.
This is gonna go well.
I hope it does.
Oh, come on.
She doesn't
I
even
have a
acknowledge
plus.
that you're speaking to her.
I haven't. I have proficiency in persuasion. Why the heck did I roll a 3?
You didn't. You rolled a 2,
Even
Cause
worse.
and the
people
proficiency
don't
gave
like
you a
you.
+1.
At least you didn't
So
roll a
yes,
nat one.
Taylor does not pay you any mind, and she just continues drinking.
Ma'am, do you mind if we speak to him for a moment? We couldn't help but overhear you. I would like to also.
She doesn't pay you any mind.
Really?
I tried.
So
I guess we can't do any more.
the
checks. Got it.
the night goes on, and and it's kind of quieting down after the fight. People are a little disappointed that it didn't break out in anywhere further.
So
I am
basically, they
also
really don't like
disappointed.
Tyron now.
I thought for sure I was gonna get thrown across the room.
I like fighting.
I thought for sure Brock was going to reignite the fight.
I did not get chance.
Same
I,
here.
I thought for sure Dane was gonna collapse into a pile because
Okay,
you're
let's
poisonous.
let's stop with the I thought for sure. All right. So you're all sitting there recounting your tales, talking a little bit about the what you heard from Taylor and Dane, trying to piece together what all of it could have been about. Um, and all at once, the candles lining the tavern's chandeliers flicker, and then are extinguished. The door cracks open with a cold wind, and in the moonlight seeping through the grimy windows, the shadows of the room seem to elongate. Growing long limbs, sharp claws, gaping mouths rising up from the ground of their own accord, the sockets where their eyes should be a flash of ghostly, uh, hungering blue. The people in the tavern start freaking out and going crazy, and everybody darts for the exit of the tavern. And you hear people in the street screaming. What are you doing?
So I am
Are they punchable?
Nothing- Where is
Are
the
the
door
shadows
in
punchable?
reference to us?
Yeah, that's a good question. Where is the door?
It's just
It's over,
over
there.
somewhere.
Can't you tell?
Imagine
It's right
where
there.
it is.
But where? What,
There.
like, is it behind me?
We need
behind
visual.
Kern?
It's over there.
It is to the east of this map.
Okay, so
Dang,
behind
we're
over
over
here.
behind me then. Yay, grid lines. I'm gonna move behind Brock
Okay.
because this unsettles me.
So the tavern is now empty, and you're hiding behind Brock
And closer to the door.
and closer to the door.
Could you reread the description of the candles for a second?
The candles are extinguished.
Ah.
So it is pitch black in the room you're in right.
I light a torch.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I had my compass back. My compass was backwards in my head.
Yes, the other east.
It's funny because compass never backwards.
I'm going to
No,
continue
but it
drinking
was-
my
yeah, it
chocolate
was
milk.
backwards in my head.
Yes, we see this kind of thing all time. It's boring.
Okay.
I'm not afraid.
Apparently. So you all just sit there in the tavern while there's screaming going on outside.
No,
Sweet.
I said I light a torch.
Okay, you light a torch.
Yes, people scream a
So
lot.
you sit there in the torchlight as there is screaming outside.
Well, I had to see what was going on,
unsettles
right?
me, and I hide. It's very unsettling to me, and I hide behind Brock and
I'm going
avoid.
to attempt to see what's going on outside then, since no one else will.
Okay.
You going to go to a door with shadow people? Okay, have fun.
We know
You
see
do
you no
that.
more.
Where? I can't look on my token anymore. Why?
I can click on your token.
I can't.
Are you clicking on the right token?
Click on
pretty
all
sure
other
it's not.
token until you see if you can click one.
I'm clicking on the one that's in the top right
So,
of our group.
now can you click it?
No.
All right, refresh.
Divine, thank you
There
so
we go,
much,
now
my
I can click
friend.
it. That was stupid.
Thank you so much for the 2 months in a row. Tier
So you
2.
walk outside.
Is it tier
and
2
you
sub?
see,
Thank you so much, Divine.
a
I need to get you
ghostly
the info
figure
for the server.
and some
That way you can get on.
Creatures
If you have time, that is.
that um, creatures that look like they are made of trees.
She's just peeking out. She's not actually outside yet.
And they are snatching at people and ripping them apart.
Oh, fun.
Felix,
going
I'm
to do-
assuming he's telling us
She-
what he's seeing.
She.
She,
She's
I'm
going.
sorry, I
She is going to tell the rest of her group what she's watching and witnessing, and then she's gonna back up.
Felix, I suppose we should go help, huh?
I
Right,
guess.
everybody roll initiative.
Don't forget click token.
I'm not okay with this, but I guess I'll do what
Now I
have
can't
to
click
do.
mine.
Everybody
Hang
just refresh, I guess.
I am refreshing.
I'm fine.
Now I can click mine.
How did someone get 11 point? Oh, how did they get 11.4? 14.
Skill.
There, it's precise.
It's when people roll the same thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're missing somebody who has not rolled initiative.
Brock.
Brock has not rolled it.
Yes, I did.
Did you
Did it
click on
not?
the
Did it
token?
not roll?
Your help.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, I will roll it again then. It's not working. Okay, let me refresh D&D then. Please hold. There it goes. Sorry, I didn't see it not click.
I'm gonna guess that hard.
I'm not very smart.
All right, so Kieran, you hear Rosia calling out, describing to you what she sees outside. What do you
I
do?
believe it, Rosiza. Mysterious, loud voice that speaks from everywhere.
It's Rosiza.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna run right over into the door there and see what's going on for myself. And, being here, I'm gonna freak out because there's a bunch of scary stuff out there. And, can I bonus action throw my torch at it?
No.
No. Well, that's unfortunate.
It's very dark in here. Please don't throw a torch. Are you afraid of dark?
Well then, I guess I'm gonna stand here awkwardly in the doorway and hold my torch and go, "Ah!"
Or you wave hands above
Draw
head?
their attention to us. That's fine.
All right. Shine. What are you doing?
I will. I will. I'm going. I guess if we're engaged, is he standing? Is Karen standing in the door?
Yes, he is currently standing in front of the doorway.
Yeah.
Are any of us immune to current poison out of curiosity?
No.
I will. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I'm very unsettled right now.
Okay. Felix, what are you doing?
One, I'm going to tell Sir Frog that this might not be a good time to try to negotiate with these things. Don't think it's going to work so well. But then I want to move a little closer. And how do you do that? I'm still.
If you click on the
It's
The
a
fourth
measuring
little
tape. It's like a
square down.
circle with what looks like a little comb in it. It's a
Yeah.
measuring tape. Up in the top left of roll 20.
Those are the doors.
Okay. Gotcha. So I'm going to move up a little closer and take one of the tables and flip it up as like a little barrier in front of me, and just hold my ground for now.
Okay.
This is a really big tavern.
Rosiza, what you doing?
Did
Alright.
BRB? Is he back? Okay.
I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. What do I forget everything about my character sheet. Why do I forget these things? Chuck window 30 feet. How far away are they from me? Alright, I'm gonna do it. Would I be able to get
You
this
can't
one?
see that one.
Okay, can I see this one?
Yes.
Alright, then I'm going to go up to this one. Yes. Unless I could make an X on my hand axe.
Ninja,
Yes, you
thank
can
you
only
so
do
much,
it
my
20
friend.
feet without it being at disadvantage.
Really appreciate the sub at the tier 1 for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, Ninja Wolf. Guys, if y'all are not following Ninja, then you are missing out on some, one, amazing Minecraft content, and two, all the shooty games that I don't know what are. But awesome guy, phenomenal streamer, even better
Yeah,
friend.
that's
So
okay.
definitely give him a follow.
Alright, this one.
As well as Diehard Cubby and Monkey
What up?
and pretty much everyone else we normally shout out here.
A 15, I believe, does hit. Does indeed. And it takes 5 damage as the hand axe sticks into it, the bark on its back.
So that's my
Yep.
attack.
Do I have a bonus
Why
action
didn't
and
pop up on
20 more
mine?
feet of movement?
Um,
Do anything else?
actions. What do I got? No one's hurt, right?
No one has been hurt.
Okay, then I'm ending there.
Only
Alrighty.
my
Rock.
pride.
I would like to um, run out recklessly. How far can I go? I'm 30 feet, right?
I think you are currently at 30 feet, yes.
Well, crap. I can only get to like here.
Yeah, that's why I only went to there.
All
You
right.
can
Do I have dash?
You can dash, yes.
Yeah, that's probably all I'm going to do then. I forgot to switch it. Boop.
All right. This bark beast is going to come at the one that threw the hand axe at it,
That makes sense, actually.
and he is going to attack you. Does a 14 hit you? Yes, a 14 hits you.
No.
All right, so you take 4 necrotic
Sorry.
damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
None of these rolls are popping up in my chat.
You are correct.
Are they supposed to be?
No.
Okay.
Foxy's is supposed to, but he rolled it straight to me, which is fine. So, Rosie, are you there? Foxy.
Seems like Rosie may have had a little bit too much chocolate milk.
Apparently. I will roll for her. Constitution saving throw. She succeeds. So she just takes the 4 damage. And her hit points are not reduced by that much. Alright. This one, seeing fresh green meat, is going to come over here. And since it has an ally within 5 feet of it, it gets advantage.
That's unfortunate.
Crit 24. I need
Oh.
a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Look, turn.
Con save.
That is a failure. You will take 14 points of damage, and it reduces your maximum hit points by 14.
So I'm dead.
No.
So it just permanently reduces my.
Yeah, so your permanent, well, not permanent, but your maximum hit points now is 10.
10. Got it.
It's one durable frog.
Not really.
I take damage. I wasn't here.
Yes, you did.
How
Because
much?
you were not here. I've already done it. Well, I did it on your token. You took 4 damage, and your hit points were not reduced. So this shadow.
Reduced. What?
Let's see
Have they reduced
here.
hit points? So, like, it's not going to go back up if you're healed until later, I'm assuming.
See, so
I'm
that
assuming
one-
there is a way to get them back eventually.
You don't know.
I hope so.
So this shadow is going to come into here. See. And it is going to attack Brock.
I find that very rude.
A 7 will not hit you.
No, I big and strong.
See, this one is going to come over here, and it is going to attack Kjörn. A 10 will not hit you.
Poor frog.
And this one is going to come right here, and it can't. Well, it's going to come over here, but it's behind a door, and it can't quite reach at you. It's clawing through the crack in the door, trying to reach you, but it can't reach you. All right, Kjörn, what are you doing?
Ow!
Oh, also, this thing, it is a melee attack, so it did hit you. So, what is the con save for your?
12.
It fails.
Aha!
So, how much damage did it take?
Oh, that's a great question.
Where's the con save?
Okay, so if it touches me, it is poison for 1 minute. And
Oh, it's immune to poison.
oh, it's immune to poison. Wow.
Yeah. So,
That's-
never mind. I tried.
Well, that makes
All
a
right,
lot.
Kjörn.
Well, I will imagine myself in a better place. And I will begin by taking an attack on I guess on this one here. Whoop, that's the wrong thing. Try to get this one.
Which one?
This one right here.
Okay.
This one here, and I will attack first with my short sword. Whack him.
That definitely hits. He takes
Ow.
8 damage.
And then I'll use my bonus action, and
Okay.
I'll use an unarmed strike.
That will not hit.
Um,
So you slash at him with your sword, and it cracks through the bark. And so you go to punch into where you broke the bark at, and the bark is just really tough, and it just your hand kind of seizes up a little bit.
ow. But hey, if it seeds, it might be harder. So I'll spend a key point, and I'll do, what is this here? What's it? Flurry of blows, and I'll hit him twice more.
Okay. So your Fury of Blows is a bonus action. So you can use your key point to do Fury of Blows and get 2 attacks. So if you want to do Fury of Blows, I'll let that one be your first attack, and you can do another.
All right, here's the other one.
13 will hit, just barely,
and
and it is dead.
Oh, that's really great news.
So you punch this bark-like creature that seems to be spewing out shadow from all the cracks that are in it, and it just explodes into 1,000 tiny shards.
Awesome. I like this.
Me too.
Give me a second here because I think, if I am not mistaken, where is this? I think if I use Flurry of Blows, I also get to, that it like automates disengage, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
No?
you can do
Where is- Wait, it's Step of the Wind, okay.
Step of the Wind
Yeah, but no,
is the one that you can disengage.
I will keep looking for this. You can move on. If I find it, I will send it to you, and we'll go from there. Okay? Wait.
Alrighty.
Drunken technique. Whenever you use Flurry of Blows, you gain the benefit of the disengage action, and your walking speed increases by 10 feet until the end of the current turn. Aha!
Okay, so that you're the way of the Drunken Master. Got it.
Then I'm going to say, "Oh, that really hurt," and I'm gonna run away.
Yep, and you
What
have
about-
your full 35 movement plus an extra 10.
And I'm gonna go a little bit farther away here because I can. That's
You
50.
can go there.
Come here. All right.
So yeah, so you see Kieran come up and just he whacks one with his sword, and then he poof punches twice. The thing explodes, and he goes, "I'm out," and darts away.
You know, for a little guy, he not bad.
All right, Shine.
You did good, Sir Frog.
I will. I'm gonna.
I'm hiding behind a table, so
Yeah, I'm gonna
Also,
come up.
please update your tokens when you take damage. That way, people don't have to go to your character sheet to see what your health looks like.
Uh,
How do we do that?
click
You
on your
click on your
token and click on
token.
the number in the
Yeah,
middle.
click on the number in the middle, and then you just hit minus whatever you take damage for.
What's
Or if
the
you get
full
healed, you
genome
hit
line?
plus. Huh?
Or what's the 12? Oh,
Is that
that's
our
the
12,
AC?
that's your AC. Yeah, that's your AC. That's for me.
got it.
Table you're behind, Felix.
All right, so Shine, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move here. We only have 30 feet, right?
Yep. You
And
can
I'm
dash it.
going to lean around Felix and use my crossbow to shoot this guy.
Which
It's
one?
not letting. Why is it not clicking?
Because you're probably on the arrow. This thing.
No, I'm not. I made sure. But I want the one you just clicked on.
This one? Okay.
There it goes.
Oh, there it is. All right.
I'm going to
So
use my
shoot away.
crossbow.
Roll 20 and D&D seem to be having issues today,
This morning.
this morning.
All right, shoot away. A 9 will not connect. So you shoot the arrow and it just bounces off of its bark-like armor.
Joke.
Alrighty.
That will end my turn for now. I'm good.
Felix.
I'm avoiding.
All right,
So Shine comes up behind you and shoots a bolt right off of your shoulder. Startles you a little bit, but then you look back and it's just bouncing off of the bark. What do you do?
I don't know that it would startle me too much, being an archer, but I want to lean around the table as well and fire my longbow at the. Which one do you click to click on a person?
Just long click.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna fire my longbow at him.
Alrighty.
Which do I?
I believe you click on the wall.
Actions.
And
Go
then,
back to your little menu thing. Go to actions.
then just click the
on your
longbow here. Nope, that didn't work.
Click on the longbow, like where it says the word,
Okay.
and then on the top it'll pop up. There you go. A 12 will not connect. Currently nothing, monkey. All right. Anything else?
I'll move back behind my table. That's it.
Alrighty. Rosie, what are you up to?
She's, um, she is actually going. Well, no, if I move, then this guy's gonna get an opportunity attack. I am going. So I can move where this guy is, right?
You can. Yes. Guy is no longer there.
Thank you. Um, I'm gonna get up close. All right, no, actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm gonna attack this guy with my hand axe.
You don't have your hand axe. You threw your hand axe.
Oh, right, I don't have that now. Then I'm gonna use my dagger.
Actually, your hand axe was in the one that came up to you, so it would be on the ground. You can easily pick it up and use it if you.
Oh, then I'm picking up and using it.
All right. Roll it. A 13 does connect. Actually, yes, a 13 does connect with the shadow. So you slash the shadow, expecting nothing, but you meet resistance once you hit the shadow, and it takes 5 damage.
All right, nice. Is Brock damaged at all, or
He is not.
I'm
okay?
good, thank you.
I know that the frog is damaged a lot, but can Kern be healed
You
or
don't know.
no?
Actually, roll me a wisdom check.
Wisdom.
Just straight wisdom check. Up at the top.
Yeah, it's only +1. Oh God.
Rolls.
That's
That
what
didn't
happens when you go with straight 13s. Try to be a jack of all trades or a master of none. 19. Okay, so you would know about the stories that have plagued another island nearby, and these creatures seem to be stemming from that island, where they can drain life and they cannot be healed uh, by normal means. They have to take a long rest before the effects are gone.
Well, on my turn, I'm going to, I guess, tell that to the rest of my party just so they know that. Share my knowledge. And so I can use unarmed strike as a bonus action, I guess? Or no? Not me.
Yeah, you can punch the shadow. Absolutely. Go for it.
Wait, he already took an attack.
Yes, but anybody can punch anything as a bonus action.
Oh. I
They
feel
just don't get to add their proficiency to it.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's just a 1 plus their strength modifier as the damage.
Anything we could do to fix it so Foxy rolls go up and his stats?
Foxy can. An 18 will hit, and it will take 2 damage.
What can I do? I was not able to hear
Go
Ducky at all.
up to your Beyond 20 stuff, and where it says Whisper rolls, select Never Whisper. All right, Brock.
I attack shadows with great axe.
Ready.
If I can remember how to actually roll. That's
Like
how I
that.
roll.
That connects, and the shadow goes and disperses.
That was a good sound effect.
Thank you.
Solid.
Not solid. Shadow.
Uh-huh. No, I'm sorry, Brock. I forgot.
All right. Anything else?
May I punch?
If you would like to move, you can. Let's see. You used your great axe, which is a two-handed weapon, so no, you cannot punch.
Just kidding. I stay here then.
Okay. Don't worry. They're gonna come to you.
That's because I killed their shadow friend. Ha 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 ha.
So yes, seeing that you killed his shadow friend, this one's gonna come up to you, and it's going to attack you.
I'm
An
not
8
afraid.
will not connect.
Not even close, my friend.
The shadow.
Also, I can't see your
instead.
roll either.
I know. This one is going to attack.
It's not as much fun for
23 will connect.
the audience. Yes, my armor class 15.
Yes. So you will take 12 necrotic, and I need a DC Constitution saving throw. DC 10. A 12, you succeed, so your maximum hit points are not reduced, but you do take 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yes.
I'm not very bright. What does that mean? I'm just kidding. It's 20.
And then this one's going to come up, and it's going to attack Fox or Rosie.
Not Foxley.
20 will connect. I need a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
C10 Constitution?
Yes.
How do I make that a DC 10? instead of a
Constitution
20?
saving throw. Just roll it.
Okay.
A 5 will not work. So you your hit points are reduced by 8, and your maximum hit points are reduced by 8.
Still can't see Foxy's rolls.
I
Yes,
don't
as
know
far
where
as you
that
didn't.
is.
I told you, go to the Beyond 20 extension, go to where it says Whisper Rolls, and select
The,
Never Whisper
the
Roll.
extension. You didn't select.
Yes, the extension.
You didn't say extension.
Yes, I did.
But I didn't hear that part.
All right, Kieran. Kieran Mitt.
Yep. What can I do for you?
It's Mite.
Yeah, there we go. Yes, Kern Mite. Thank you, Brock. You
I-
listened.
I pay attention to thing. Some friend
It is your
friend
turn.
frog.
Chocolate.
Well, I'm gonna run up here and I'm going to take a stab at this thing with my short sword. A literal stab at this thing with my short sword. Ah! That'll do.
The D&D Beyond extension on Kuya's channel is not working for me.
No,
It's not working for me either.
me neither.
Well,
But
And
on the extension,
when
it's
you-
delayed. It's very delayed.
And having struck this thing, I will again use Flurry of Blows, and I will strike him with my unarmed strike.
13 will connect.
Technically, it's an 11. I don't have advantage on this one.
Oh, you're right. 11 will not connect.
And I'll hit him again.
20 will connect.
All right, and because it's my drunken master, I will stumble and stagger my way back over here.
Yeah, so Kieran runs up to. Actually, where did you run from?
I was no, I was two
that where
steps
you-
back. I was 2 steps back. I was here.
So that's 35. That's your full movement, so you can move 10 away.
Okay. Fine. Okay, so I'm here.
You can
So,
move.
yeah, we go there. That's a good place.
Alright, so Kieran walks up, slashes his sword, kind of slaps the beast a couple of times, and then runs away.
Yep.
All right,
I
Shine.
if my max HP was
I
changed
will.
to-
Mm,
Whatever your max HP is, it's now reduced by 8.
Right, got it.
I'm going to throw my dagger at this one that's flanking. Hugo.
She gets quieter and quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I think I covered my mic up. Sorry.
That's what happens when you lay in the bed.
Oh, it's 8 in the morning on a Saturday. Leave me alone.
it
No, it's not.
10:24.
It is 9:30.
Well,
10:24.
it was 8 in the morning when we started.
All right, so what are you doing? Dagger? At which one?
The one flanking Rosiza. This one.
Okay. You do have an ally in combat range, so you will get the sneak attack. And the dagger hits the bark and seems to go through it, and then you see it go out the door, and the bark beast turns and looks at you, and then goes and explodes.
Ooh,
That
Thank you
that
for
that
saying.
sound effect sounded more like sneeze.
Just
Bless you.
just out of curiosity, since there's all this wooden bark and shrapnel flying around, does anyone need to make a acrobatic
Nope.
save to
Nope.
just check?
Turn.
Does any
Turn.
frog need to shut up?
I'm
Anything else you're doing?
no, that's it. I'm gonna just
No
Stay
backseat
here.
DMing,
Okay.
especially when it hurts.
Felix.
I'm going to run
No,
down here.
don't do that. Okay.
Sidebar. When we update our health on Roll20, does it automatically update on D&D Beyond 2 or
no.
No, it doesn't.
No, the
So-
health points are not connected.
so you need to update both. That might be why things weren't working.
So, like I said, D&D Beyond extension for Twitch is very delayed.
Well, it also helps when we update both. So, Okay.
Also, it's not working.
I
so-
know Kieran has updated both,
Yeah.
but it's still showing him at full health.
On mine, it's showing him at 10.
Well,
Oh, it does?
because
10 out of
that
10.
currently is my full health.
Well, no, it shows 24 on mine. All right, so you
Okay.
move over there. What are you doing?
I'm going to use my longbow and attack this guy.
I would like to.
All right.
I would like to cast Eldritch Blast.
You cannot. Click longbow. There you go.
You have to click on the
16
icon. I
will
can't just
connect.
click longbow. Okay, and I would also like to use my action surge.
Alrighty.
Do I click on short rest just to,
Yep. You
Okay.
click on that to show that you used it.
and then I
and you
will
may
attack again.
I'm gonna be able to use it again until we take a short rest. Or a long
18,
rest.
so close to that crit.
Oh,
No, actually, he's really far
Alright.
away. He's got a +7 on that.
You are correct, sir. Touche. All right.
He wearing a toupee?
Never again.
There is now a picture that I'm aware of that I want to see.
Yep.
No, she's talking about week. Keep
Yeah.
up, people.
All right. Rosie, what are you doing?
Raziza.
Seriously.
You make
Get
a
to the-
complicated name, I'm going to shorten it.
Not complicated.
it's really not complicated. But what I'm going to do,
You should try it in a frog voice.
Rosiza. Sounds like Freshetta, if you ask me.
okay, I'm going to use my hand axe on the one in front of me
Sweet.
because it's not dead, right?
It is not dead, or it would be exploded.
Okay, well I don't know.
If you would pay attention. No things.
I rolled.
An 8 does not connect. So you go to attack, and as you go to swing your axe, for some reason you turn it the wrong way and bonk it. And it just looks at you like, really?
It doesn't take bonking damage.
It doesn't take bonking damage.
No,
Dang.
it's free. Trees are durable.
Poor edge alignment.
Not these trees though. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Wow,
Okay.
rude. I'm right next to you.
You cannot do that because you've already used your action. And Cure Wounds is an action.
I'm going to use Healing Word.
It also won't
You can
matter.
you can use Healing Word.
It won't matter. Your hit points have just been decreased.
I'm at 5 out of 13.
He's good.
I suppose you need it more than me this time.
So roll it.
First, what level do I want it? I'll do it second level.
All right, you take back 8 healing. You are back at your new max.
Who's Max? I did not know there was Max in this.
All right, Brock.
Yes. Guess what I do?
Roll
Smash.
damage. You do nothing.
I do
You
a
go-
big swing and a
You-
miss.
Big swing and a miss. They're a lot shorter than you thought they were.
Dang it, I'm so tall, it's hard sometimes.
All right, this one is going to attack Brock.
And as my bonus action, I will poop my pants.
It crits with a 24. I need a DC Constitution saving throw.
That is not
Dark
very
Moon, thank you
polite,
so much for the
Sir
follow.
Tree thing.
Welcome to the
I
family.
did not even hit you.
You
I saved
more than
myself.
succeed.
I
Yes.
saved myself.
So it does not take away from your max health, but you do take 12 damage.
Ooh.
All right.
Hey,
and
big
this
fella,
one's
you might
also
want to
going
move.
This one swings at Brock as well, but misses.
I really would like to see your swings for the sake of the recording of the show, because it's nice that way.
It would be nice.
No, that's not how DMs work.
That's how every Dungeons and Dragons I've watched, they always see the the DM's
No, that's not how
Rolls.
things work.
There.
That's how it works on Sunday.
Hey, you hush
How
up
it's
there.
worked every time we've played before now.
It's also how
You
it's
hu-
worked
you
on
you
D&D
hush over there,
Beyond,
too.
on Force Emergence, on all the
Jerry
other
tried
ones that
pulling
I've
out
Critical
thing.
tried
Role.
watching on Twitch. I'm just saying.
Anyway, we
Is it my
digress.
turn now?
Kieran, it is your turn, yes.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna stab this guy in the back with my sword. Haha! As soon as I figure out how to do that again, where'd my thing go? There it is. Ha! Alright, and oop, that's the wrong one. Let's try the sword. Stab!
Oh, yes, it explodes into a billion pieces.
And then I'll move up and I will flurry of blows. Yay! As soon as I can click off all the key points and this and that and the other thing and the other strike and whack him!
That definitely hits. It
And
takes
whack
7
him again!
damage.
Can we
That one. That one didn't do it.
That one does not hit.
But I will also disengage and run away. Ha!
All right. Shine.
I'm going to
Maya, Maya, Maya.
Phenomena.
Sorry, I could not figure out which voice to do that in fast enough. I ended up with like 3 different ones there as I was trying to get it.
That's okay. There's plenty of notes in there. You can kind of use one for every different one. It's great.
Mana. Mana.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Mana.
waiting on them to
Mana.
No, there is no waiting. Do your thing.
I'm going to move here, and I'm going to flip another table over and hide behind it. So there's a table in front of me. And I'm going to throw my dagger at the only enemy left.
Good choice.
That's one I would have picked too.
That hits, and it explodes into a million pieces.
Well, that was fun.
We're
Hey,
very
we did it!
good at this guy.
Yay!
Okay,
Talk
so
about how our big hitter in this fight was the frog.
Well,
So,
was you gonna watch out for?
after you see the last bark beast explode, you hear Dane's voice booming from the outside, echoing across all of the buildings. Get to the barricade! He yells, urging everyone in the chaos to run towards the barricade as the storm of shadows starts encroaching on the city of Bilgewater.
Just gonna immediately run.
Guys, I think we should get out of here.
She's already gone.
All right, so you guys start running in that direction.
I'm still very uncomfortable with all of this that's going on.
As you are running through the city, stop being jerks.
I'm running.
As you are running through the city, use your imagination. You see, or you don't see. I need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh, that explains.
That's not bad for me.
Not bad for me either.
That's very bad for me.
Actually, take it back. That's pretty bad for me.
Oh,
Okay,
praise the
as
Lord.
you're running in the direction that Dana's herding everybody towards, Shine and Felix both catch a glimpse of Taylor in an alleyway going a different direction out of the corner of their eye.
I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah.
follow her.
Yeah, I'm going to tell everyone else. Guys, let's go this way.
Yeah, I didn't tell anybody. I just bolted off.
Aye, Captain. Since I
All right,
guess
so you
I
all
was
start.
captain.
He is
You all
captain.
start following Talia. I need you all to make a stealth check
Oh, I'm
as you
very
follow her.
stealthy.
Oh no. Oh,
I have a +7, and I got a 15.
Crit fail.
Got a
I got a
nat one.
+3 and I got a 4.
He got a nat one.
That's
Critical failure.
beautiful.
Critical
I
failure.
All right, so
Felix yell, "Wait up! Wait for us!"
Felix.
Oops.
so as you were following after Talia, she turns around and spots you. And I need
Hi.
everyone to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
I just want to
Why is she
wave.
so mad at us? She's not a nice lady. Why can I not click my token again?
Oh, I forgot to click my token. Or what did I
Sure.
click? Was I on my token? No, I'm good. Never mind.
I go first.
And then I'll change to 9. Hold on. Oh, please.
9. Sorry, habit.
Hush.
Ducky, get my joke. Ducky, what episode you on?
Sorry.
What episode are you on?
Of.
The
How do
only
you
thing
not
I
know?
talk about nowadays.
Felix,
No.
you did
Critical
not click
role?
on your token
Yeah.
again.
I'm halfway through 3.
Mine's up there.
Or
I'm
campaign 2.
Yes, you didn't
12.
click on your token.
I'm on 9.
Yeah, I probably
All right,
would be friendly,
so-
but they're incredibly long.
Hush. All right, so Taylor turns around and Shine, seeing that she has drawn her weapon in an aggressive stance. You get the first reaction. What are you doing?
I'm going to move closer, not too close. I don't want to get hurt. And I'm going to try and I'm going to try and persuade her to calm down, tell her that we are not here to hurt her. We want to help and we were interested in her story from earlier.
All right, roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage because you're in combat.
You say because she's a cop?
Because you're in combat.
Ah, she's not a cop.
No.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what else you roll. That 9 is not going to do it.
I tried. I'm not going to fight her though, so I'm just going to back away again. Because I don't want to engage her. We're trying to be friendly, I'm assuming.
Are we still
Alright,
running
Karen.
from the shadow? Or have we stopped?
I think we've stopped and
We've stopped and
Alright,
are starting to
I'll
fight.
Kieran, what are you doing?
That's a great question. Let's see. What are we talking about? We gotta play a room there, do that. All right. This is probably that's a really terrible idea. Understanding that I'm still feeling a little bit shaken up from getting whacked in the face with whatever that tree thing was made out of. I'm just gonna get myself in position to attack and not actually do it this turn because yeah, I don't want to get hit.
I don't think we should attack.
You're in an alleyway.
Oh. Well, so that's not gonna
So-
work, is it? Ah.
That's where away from the
I thought this felt very like an alleyway.
Ooh. Oh.
Actually, I can do those better.
Wait a second. Okay. I will run up to her
Oh, that's a good idea. I like this so far.
and I will jump over her
I don't like this.
and then I'll get on the other side.
She is going to feel very threatened.
Shtoom, and boing. And I'm over here now. And
I don't
just
like
in case there's any confusion about that, one of my features is that I have the standing leap, and I can long jump 25 feet in distance and 15 feet high. So I went right over top of her. Right?
So yes, so you see as Karen full dashes towards her, gets about 10 feet from her, jumps 15 feet in the air, doing
Somersault.
a somersault. Okay,
Always
with
has
a
to be
half
fancy.
twist and lands 15 feet behind her.
Does he bow afterwards?
How about ta-da?
I mean, you would, but you got these tiny stick leg.
All right. So anything else?
That'll do.
Alrighty. Yay. Ave Maria. All right.
Do. Okay.
Felix, what are you doing?
I'm going to stay right here and try to reason with her.
All right. What are you saying?
Listen, please, we're not your enemy. We are here to help. We overheard you in the tavern and want to talk some more. But this is not the place we need to be talking.
All right. Roll a persuasion check with
That
disadvantage.
sounds like a reason.
With disadvantage? Do I just roll and it does the disadvantage for me, or?
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. If not, you'll just roll again.
Oh no, here we go. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ouch.
She ain't paying you any mind.
That critical failure.
I mean, you're a nicer DM than I would be in this situation.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty. So Taylor, seeing who the threat really is going to come over, and she's going to attack
How am
the
I
frog.
How am I the threat?
You jumped over her.
Critical
Hinder
failure.
in.
She's ticked off at this guy.
Hinder in.
You did pin her into the alley, so.
Well, that's.
That's
I hope,
not good.
I hope no one was particularly attached to Kern.
Bye, frog.
You're gonna explode into a bunch of fluff.
So
Does she
did
have
the 11
advantage?
connect? She
The
does
11,
not have advantage.
The 11 did not connect. Thank God. Okay.
And then she is going to yeah. Let me read this real quick.
Could Brock grapple her and get her to calm down?
Yeah, I was checking to see if I had hold.
So yeah, so she's going to disengage from you and continue running.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Let's see, it's a
Rosie.
well, seeing as her friend was just now aggressively attacked, she's going to run her full 30 feet. I don't know how far away that is. Right there. Come on. Let me click. Don't want to edit my token, no.
Mr. Handy coming in with that tier 2 sub. Sub for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, Handy. DM me on Discord and I'll send you the info for the server.
And then she's going to use Healing Word on Kerm
Okay.
at second level.
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Okie dokie. Kern, take back 5.
Oh, that feels better.
Wish I could have said more, but oh well.
Anything else?
Can I still call out to her at this
You can,
moment?
but at this point, she is not listening to any.
Okay. Then yeah, or do I have a dash at all, or I wouldn't be able to use it, would I?
Nope. Oh,
Okay.
actually, yes. Because healing word is a bonus action, so you still have your action.
So do I have a dash? I don't know if I do.
Yes. Everybody
Okay.
has a dash as a main action.
How far is a dash? I forget.
Your full movement.
30 feet. She's gonna catch back up to. She's gonna come right here, and then my turn.
Brock. Brock.
Oh crap! I was muted. Dang it. Anyway, I'll do this again then. I say to group, "Why we chase lady? I don't understand." And then I run after lady. Can I go to there? Does that count?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Can I still talk to her once I get here?
She won't
Okay.
listen, but you can talk.
I say, "Hi, lady. I don't know why we chase you, but tag you're it."
Please just let her look at him really confused.
All right.
That should definitely throw her off guard.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So is she out of the alleyway now, or?
She
She
off the
is where
map
she
now. I
is.
think we all need to move back down.
Nope, she's not off the map yet.
That's where she is.
Can scroll.
Once these two down here catch up, I will move you all down.
What if they don't catch up?
I want to point out that
Find
the
out.
people who are not actually chasing her are the ones who told us all that we should chase her.
Haven't had the chance yet.
Yes,
you have.
No, I haven't.
This is your second turn.
Yeah, we were stationary on the first one.
You could have moved up.
I walked up to her and talked to her, and then backed away because I didn't want to
doesn't
threaten
matter.
her.
It doesn't matter. What are you doing now?
Doesn't matter. Now I'm going to take.
My goodness, this may take 6 weeks.
As long as it's fun. Doesn't matter.
Can I go?
Everyone's on fire.
Can I go here?
You cannot.
That is not part of the alleyway.
Okay, so we're still in the alley. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, this alleyway is a very long alley.
I'm gonna go here then. And
Oh God, we've surrounded her.
well, we're trying to stop her. That's the goal. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna just. She's not listening, but I'm gonna say we're not trying to hurt you. We want to help. She's not listening, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
All right. Karen, what are you doing?
Well, since everyone's still running after her, and I'm feeling a lot better now, thanks to Rosie.
Also, Karen, I think your microphone has switched over to the wrong one.
What?
Sounds fine to me.
Your voice is fine, but I hear wind blasting,
Oh,
like you are speaking through.
I accidentally bumped my my volume control, and it probably just turned that gain up a little bit too high. Don't worry about it. I turned it back down.
Okay.
Is it better now?
Alrighty. It is.
Okay. Yep, that's exactly what happened then. I'm gonna run up where I can. I guess here. Again, still getting access to her. And I will attempt to... Oh, I should change that too. Where is it? Plus 5 health. And I will attempt to grapple her left leg. I'm only 2 feet tall. I gotta work with what I got.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
Or acrobatics or athletics. Okay, you now have her.
oh,
and
that's a
she now
save.
has to make-
Sorry, that's a save. That should not be the.
well, it would be athletics.
Okay.
That's what you're rolling. And she
Athletics?
fails the con save, so how much damage does she take?
I don't want to do damage. I just want to slow her down. I guess.
Doesn't matter.
poison
You
it.
touched her.
Oh, that's right. 2d4. She takes 2d4 of damage.
Please don't
Okay, roll it.
kill.
Let's see.
Yes, that low of health.
Takes
but
4
okay.
damage.
Turn.
And she's poisoned
All
for
right,
1
but
minute.
you are grappled around her leg. She now has an extra 35 pounds on her left leg.
None of this seemed like good plan.
Maybe now she'll just run in circles.
All right. Felix.
Can I dash and talk in the same turn?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use my dash. And I forgot how far. Yeah, just move. Oh, we'll go there. Oh, hang on. That one. This one.
Please tell me
There.
you have some sort of charisma, Felix, because we need all the help we can get.
Voice.
Charisma's -1. So,
Oh, geez.
but I'm going to try talking again. Please, just listen. We don't want to hurt you.
She will not listen, as she has already been hurt.
Thanks, Kern.
Don't take Kern. He's not that smart.
All right, so she is going to.
Oh, boy.
She is going
Not-
to shake off the frog.
Yep.
I need an athletics check.
Alrighty.
Oh boy.
So she kicks the frog off. Then she will disengage, and she starts darting off side to side alley, going up onto the roof. And so she is now up here, about 35 feet in the air, on a roof.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to reach her.
I mean, I could probably do it, but
I
I'm
could
not
do
sure if I
it.
want to.
You stay where you are.
Brock, can you just hit her in the head and knock her out and us carry her?
Wait a second. This is gonna work out perfectly.
I don't
Yeah,
understand why are we even attacking her.
In a couple more turns, she's gonna just get poisoned to death, and we can just pick her up and take her where we want her.
That's not how that works.
We don't need her then.
Poison is a status effect. It doesn't do damage every turn.
It does in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, this is not Pokemon.
It's close.
So, Rosie, what are you doing?
We're not saying that she's. Where do I have myself?
Gabby.
What?
Okay.
Can you
Oh no, it's
heal her?
Ducky. It
Ow.
is not.
Heal her? I don't even know if I can heal enemies.
You don't have to. She only took 4
You-
damage.
You
Fine.
can if you want to, but she's.
She
up
might
on the
trust
roof.
us.
It would be a show of good faith.
Actually, she's on the roof. Can we even see her at this point?
You saw her get up on the roof. You don't know how far away she is after that.
What I'm saying is that healing word is line of sight.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't see her. So.
Okay.
Good point.
How far can I jump? Like, what would it take to be able to do what she did?
An acrobatics check.
I will do that. is kind of proficient-ish. It's +3.
Okay, so Rosie, seeing what she did, Rosie starts running and jumping and jumping and jumping, and she gets up on the roof next to Taylor.
He's gonna say, "Slow down. We're trying to talk to you."
No?
I know she won't listen, but
Yeah, I think
we're
Kern
just
ruined any
trying
chance
to
of
get
listening.
through. So she really won't let. We can't do any more type of rolls
Nope.
to see if she'll listen.
Nope.
That stinks. I'm gonna move him further then. Dash, or not really dash, but just move in front of her.
Brock.
That's where I stay.
I guess I tried jumping onto roof.
Okay, roll an acrobatics
I'm
check.
intrigued to hear this.
What happens with a
Wow.
net failure?
You'll find out when I do it.
Oh, we moved. Hello.
Am I on roof?
So you see Brock just showing a display, leaving craters in the wall as he ascends.
Bad
He
Hulk.
too finds his way on top, next to Talia or Taylor.
Sorry, Wayne. That's what I call her.
I recently
Talia.
watched Percy Jackson.
Good movie.
Very good.
Terrible movie if you compare it to the book, but good movie on its own.
All right, Brock, what are you doing?
I jumped. I'm on the roof now.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Oh,
guess
and you can't move. Your full movement was to get up there.
I was going. I can't unarmed strike.
You still have your action and your bonus action. You used your movement to get up there.
We don't
Yeah,
want
no,
to
I
attack
don't want
her.
to move. I want to knock her out by bonking her on the head.
Okay, roll an attack.
Ah!
Just seemed like a terrible idea. Oh boy.
Okay, you do 4 damage to her.
Is she woozy? At least?
Nope.
Nope.
My lord.
You can
Not
see her.
trying
health
to
bar.
hurt her, guys.
Well, she ain't gonna listen.
I still don't know why we do this.
Anything else, Brock? You can
Uh,
bonk her again if you wish.
I think I bonk her again.
That's all Mark knows how to do.
Later, Dark Moon. I appreciate you hanging out.
Yeah,
We're
this
still
time
new
she
to this, so
ducks out of the
we're still
way.
learning.
She saw it coming. I hate that.
All right. Shine.
I'm gonna roll acrobatics and try and get on the roof.
I'm so
What happened
confused
with
why
that
we do
failure?
this.
We will explain later, Brock.
Oh,
So
fudge.
Shine goes to jump up, and she catches one of the first craters that Brock created, and the rubble of the building slips out from under her feet, and she falls prone on the ground.
That looks painful.
Ah, that's what happens with a net failure. Got it.
All right. Kieran.
I guess I'm gonna go jump up there too. Yay! Acrobatics.
Yes, acrobatics.
Yes, with advantage because of your abilities.
Jump.
You're a frog.
Yep. So Kieran jumps up. He gets about halfway up and catches one of the other footholds and slides back down.
Did you ever feel like you were just not quite up to the task? I
You
got
start
no-
your action and bonus action.
Every day, Kern.
Uh,
Every day.
action,
I don't
bonus
hear them
action.
way up here.
You can attempt to climb up again, but it will be at straight roll this time.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay.
There we go.
So
I like
this time,
Kern. He's so
this
happy.
time you saw where you made your mistake, and you do, and so you are hanging on the edge as there is nowhere for you to go.
Okay.
Do you feel like you're
But
on
you
the
are-
edge of
You are
glory?
hanging on the edge.
Oh, glory.
Can I peek up over the edge and go, I'm here for moral support?
Yes, you may. All right, Felix.
I kind of halfway want to jump up and grab a hold of his legs, but I know that's a bad idea. So, is there room?
Oh no, please do that. Please do that.
I
Let's-
thought.
Please.
Hold on. I thought that Rosiza was standing behind her.
I was trying to stand in front of her, but I used my full movement to get up there.
Oh, okay.
Is there room on this side of the ledge for another one to hang on to?
For you to hang on, yes.
Then let's do it.
All right,
I will.
acrobatics.
Fall straight on my face.
So yeah, you get up there with ease. You don't even. So everybody
Hey.
else has been parkouring side to side to side to side. You just basically leap up there, use the footholds that Brock created, and just climb it.
I'll take it.
Welcome.
Human for you.
Hi.
I
I
am
just
a
wave.
rogue with acrobatics proficiency, and I failed miserably.
I just wave at everybody and
Yes, we saw that. You failed miserably. True.
All right. So
And-
Taylor, seeing that she is once again surrounded, is going to disengage. She's going to dash away, jump off of the building, and we shall see if she makes it away.
Yes, I think we should just stop chasing her and go back to the barricade.
I say that from beginning. No one listened to me.
What, you said something?
I wanted to hurt her. Now she'll never trust us.
Okay. So she is attempting to hide from you guys.
Succeeding? Or...
You don't know. Currently, you don't see where she is.
Well, then I'm gonna run up onto the building as well. Follow her. This is my turn.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be like here. Pretty much.
If you want to jump off the building, yes.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow after her.
Okay.
Does that take any type of
So-
roll to do, or?
I need a perception check to see if you know where she's at.
Perception. Ooh, this might not go well. Come on, dice roll.
Nope, you have no idea where she's at.
I don't think he knows where he's at.
I don't
She-
sister.
I don't think she knows where she's at.
No, I don't.
It's me again?
You again.
You again, friend.
I don't know what's happening.
We're not trying to kill her. We want to talk to her,
I'm
Ninja.
confused.
And then our poisonous frog
That's the whole
decided to hug her and start poisoning her.
So you're just gonna sit down.
So she don't trust us
So
very
it'll
much.
take half your movement to get up. What are you doing?
I know what she's done, or I just
You haven't got a clue. You are laying on the ground, looking
okay.
up
Can
at the sky,
I
looking at two
get up
dangling
and then
sets of
try
feet.
and? Can I get up and then try and jump the roof again, or is that?
Point of order. She does not look up and see two sets of feet. She sees one set of feet and a pair of flippers.
They're still feet. All right. So yes, you can use your action to try and get up.
Okay, so I stood up, and I'm gonna acrobatics, correct?
Yes.
Acrobatics or athletics? Yes,
We use athletics too.
either one.
Oh.
Yeah, this
Finally.
time you get up there with ease. You, so you do the parkour thing and bounce, 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 bounce. On your last bounce, you jump up, do a somersault over the top of Felix, and land, and then you just look back at him. That's how it was supposed to be done the first time.
Show off.
Definitely how it was supposed to be done the first time. But Brock messed me up. Because I jumped right after him and not expecting him to break the wall.
So you get up
Sorry.
there, and you see no Taylor, you see no Rosie.
Well, I yelled
Can I
at them.
yell and say,
Run
go
out.
that way?
I
Use
have-
their full
how
movement
much-
to get up there.
I have 15 movement left.
No, you can use your bonus action to dash if you
Okay.
would like.
I think I'll just turn around and pull Felix onto the roof.
You cannot do that
I cannot do that. Why can I not do that?
because you've already used your movement and your action.
Oh.
You cannot pull
Well,
him
then
up
I
with a
guess
bonus
I'll.
action.
I guess I'll dash.
What was the action? When our bonus action is
So-
the dash, right? No, you said she had an action to
Yes.
use dash.
She
bonus
used her
action.
action to dash to get on top of the roof. She can
Okay.
use her bonus action to dash further
Okay.
if she wishes. Because she is a rogue,
Um,
and rogues can do that.
I'm just gonna stay here. Hold on. I gotta take care of this.
Okay. Karen,
I will pull myself up to the left of Brock over here. Okay.
okay?
Hi,
Okay.
little froggy friend.
Hi there.
It was just 5 feet of your movement, so you still
Mhm.
have another 30 feet.
Okay. I'm assuming that the rooftop ends somewhere over here.
Yes.
Okay. I will look around. I will see no one there, and I'll be like, "Oh, where'd they go?"
No, you
Which
should
way
have
did
saw
they
where
go,
they
saw.
went.
Which way did
Oh,
they
I
go?
did.
up
Oh,
there.
okay. Never mind.
You were looking over top of the ledge.
Then I will walk over to the edge. I will look down to see if I see them.
All right, roll a perception check.
Perception.
He's a bit better than me.
Yes,
You're better than me.
You see a very confused female furbolg looking around going, where the crap did they go?
Okay.
How many turns do we have before she is gone?
Just realized I have a -1 to intelligence. Hey, do you see her down there?
No.
Where'd she go?
I didn't think we could talk to each other out of turn.
Yes. Yes, you can
Do
talk
we
to
have
each other.
anybody named George so we can ask which way he went?
No, we don't have George. George
Kui,
got it.
Kui, that was a reference. We'll
I know
explain
that one.
later.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
Which way did
George
it go?
got ripped apart in the
Which way
back.
did it go?
George got ripped apart back there in town.
Yes,
So,
George was ripped apart. Because you guys were slow to act.
I'm from Kentucky. I'm slow at everything. Leave me alone. See anything, Kern?
Nope.
All right,
all
Felix.
I see is Rosie down there, just walking in a circle.
I guess I will follow after Kern's example. Probably not wise, and I will jump to the edge of the roof and take a look down.
All right, roll perception check.
Come on.
Oh.
So yeah, you see her about 20 feet that direction.
Is she running?
He went that way.
She is running full speed.
I don't know if we need to keep chasing her. This is not turning out well.
I feel like we should.
Is she running
Yeah.
towards the barricade at least?
She is not.
Oh.
That's what's to me.
What makes me want to chase her more then? Because I feel like it's a separate path that we can actually go.
All right, let's.
Other than the main action.
So does me being captain actually have anything to do with anything?
Not
Like, could I
really,
suggest
it
that we stay on the roof and kind of sneak, let her think she got away, and then just follow?
Can certainly try.
Let's try that.
Either
Aye,
on the
Captain.
ground.
I like that idea. Yeah. So we'll follow along on the rooftops. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
On the ground, just try and be stealthy, I guess.
Yep. That's all I got.
Alrighty.
I suppose I probably should have moved.
On her turn, she is going to run.
She didn't look herself, by the way. Not really.
She's going to run 90 feet.
I can't see her anymore. Oh wow, she's all the way at the top. So what, did we just lose her?
She ran 90 feet off the map. It's
Okay.
actually, if you guys are going to continue to chase her, it's
Moved again.
actually
Move it this way.
Oh, that's not dizzying at all.
I'm sleeping now.
We got turned upside down. Should be up there.
exactly there.
Man, she's quick.
She dashed.
All right. Put her back on.
Be dizzying.
Spanky D, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the family.
Hey there.
Hope you're having a brotastic day.
Hi
Real
there.
You'll have to forgive us.
Um,
Most of us are still new at
I'm
this,
gonna
so
have to drop
we're
out for a
learning.
second and then go mobile because I have to be somewhere in about 45 minutes, and it takes about 45 minutes to get there.
Oh,
So.
okay.
Yep, I'll be back in the call in just a second.
All right. So, what you doing there, Rosie?
Stay on the ground just so I can catch up to her a bit. And I'm gonna use my dash to move 60 feet. How did you how do you make them like dash forward with the I don't know how to do that.
So as you move your token, like pick your token up, drag, right click, and it'll give you the ruler, and then you could just
That's good to
drag
know.
it wherever you want to go.
Oh, that's much easier.
Oh.
You can't right click on them.
Try not to get too close.
Got it.
We're trying to let her think she got away.
Alright. I need to see how close I am. I don't know where. That's too much. Oops. Maybe I'm up there. I'm using a mouse pad because my mic takes over my mouse's spot. So
Right click pan.
that's fun.
Yeah, I still got to learn how to do all of this stuff.
I should not be 30 feet away, and so can you make sure that she can't see me with my hidden step.
Okay. So you all see as Rosie runs down
Gotcha.
the alleyway after Taylor, and then goes invisible. All right, Brock.
I lumber toward invisible person.
The ground. I'm not on the roof.
Yeah, we're on the roof still.
Oh, do we have to jump down first?
We're
If
going
you want to.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to, but I would just stay on the roof.
I'll just stay on the roof and run 60 feet.
Okay. So, as you're running, you see that the buildings are kind of like stagger as you are running pretty much down a hill heading towards the docks.
Also, for reference, I at 8 hit points. Just throwing that out there. Into the ether.
Shine.
I'm gonna follow Brock.
As what?
That's.
I hear what Mark said.
Didn't hear what who said?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hi.
do it.
I'm following Brock, going 60 foot. 15.
Okay. Anything else?
Not unless we. No, I don't think so. We're just following her at a distance.
Okay. Kieran.
I think we're gonna lose her.
Back with us, Kieran.
I heard
You're
pop
currently
in.
muted.
Heavy.
Switching to mobile.
He already did. I think.
So, gonna have him dash. Alright, Felix.
How do you do the whole thing again? The shortcut way of doing this?
You move it, right click. While you're still moving it.
Okay, there we go. I'm just going to dash as well. And
So,
Hit the unmute button.
you guys keep doing this until you finally reach the docks, and you see Taylor grab one of the skiffs and start rowing out to a large ship that is docked off of the, or that is out in the ocean.
Is that the ship that we see in the background, or is that our ship?
Yes, that is the ship you should back.
it's a pretty ship.
Yeah. Interesting ship. I'll leave it at that.
Thank you for putting us back up right, because that was
Yeah.
killing me.
Okay.
No, what are you doing? Brock, stop
Well,
moving.
I'm on the ship. I want to be on the ship. I like ship
You
equity.
can't be on the ship yet. Alright, so you guys see her rowing out to the ship. What do you do?
I think we should stop there. We know where she went, and we can't really follow to the boat.
And
we
we
have a
don't know
boat?
why we're following her at all.
We need to know about this stuff
we
going
could
on.
swim.
I think we should stop. There are going to be people on that ship that we really don't want to fight, but we know where she went.
Unless she sets
I think
sail.
we can find more information out later. We can ask around at the tavern and other things and ask about Taylor. I don't think we should.
Well, I mean, there is a storm.
Also, yeah, but I don't think we should follow out to the boat because there are definitely going to be more people there, and I really don't want to fight a bunch of people. We have some very low health in our group right now.
But if he
Fair.
dies, will we really be missing anything?
Okay,
What?
what are you tapping? It's loud.
Sorry. I can't even play with
Yeah.
my mic cord. Sorry.
At this point, I feel the same. I think we should just head to the barricade and ask around, recover, get our bearings.
Take a short rest.
I'm with you,
Okay.
fellas.
So you
Oh,
turn
well, there goes
around and
Gabby.
head back towards the barricade after this long journey.
Yep.
As
Unless there's somewhere
the
else
shadow
safe to
continues
be.
to creep up.
I mean, we should probably run a bit. Maybe
Are
not
we gonna
just
be-
rock.
Are we going to be heading into the shadow, or is it? Or can we get to the barricade?
You are already heading into the shadow.
Okay.
So
Is there
she's
somewhere
going
we
into
can
the
go that
shadow.
is?
Do we see what the shadow's doing? Like, is it turning things to stone, or is it just a shadow? Or
It's
It is.
dark.
Roll a. Well, you don't know what it's doing.
What?
You've
Okay.
never encountered this before. You just saw people screaming and running away from it.
So we can't roll at all to try and find out.
Nope, you have no clue.
That's rude.
I don't know if this has any bearing on it, but in my history, I am originally from Bilgewater. Will that change anything?
No.
Okay. No, Journey.
It's just people freaking out about something that is making things dark. That looks like it's just making things dark.
I guess we should hunker down in a nearby building then.
What?
No. I don't. I mean, I don't. What do you think, Felix? Should we hunker down in a building nearby, or should we try and get back to the barricade? Or we don't really know anything about this shadow, and it makes me kind of nervous.
yeah, it makes me nervous too.
Can people hear me now?
A
Yeah.
little bit.
Yes, with echo.
Sorry about that. I'll dip out when I talk. What did I miss?
We gave up.
We gave up?
She made it to
Follow
the ship.
toward the ship, and so we just decided to stop following.
Okay. Sounds good.
That
I
is
feel
a.
like his height is playing into the fact that we can barely hear him now.
If we go into a small household around here, we can at least keep an eye on the ship, make sure she doesn't go anywhere. I think she knows something about the darkness because of what we heard in the tavern, and she was running into the darkness as well. So I feel like it would be safe to hide in a house here close.
I will say this: if you do not go back to either the barracks or follow after Taylor, you will be skipping most of this adventure, and we will skip straight to part 3.
Let's
Um,
let's go back to the barracks, the
yeah.
barricade. That sounds like a good idea. So we turn around and we take off.
We turn around and bolt back to the barricade.
We follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the
There's yellow
road.
bricks.
Follow the yellow brick road.
I don't see any yellow bricks.
I'm colorblind, so they may not be yellow.
Oh. Okie dokie.
I don't have my glasses.
I just really want to compare you to Hawkeye, except for you're colorblind instead of deaf.
Okay, so
I missed what we're doing.
the sounds of panic and splintering wood greet you guys as you run towards the barricade. The streets of Rat Town soon give way to the crumbling crumbling stone bridge and a heavy wooden gate. Urgent shouting fills the ears. Hurry to the barricade door! Don't let any of the mist through! You push past the crowd and stumble your way inside just as the gate slams shut with a very heavy crash.
Why was there splintering wood? Did we know that?
Because a bridge fell and collapsed on top of a bunch of buildings that you guys were just running across.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that at all from what you said.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, then you didn't listen very well.
Oh,
A
no, we
crumbling
didn't.
stone bridge with a heavy wooden gate falls onto Rat Town.
Okay, you didn't say false, but gotcha. Oh, I understand. So
It's a crumbling bridge. What else is it going to do? Float?
No,
Yes.
crumbling doesn't mean that it has it's completely collapsed. Crumbling just means it's falling apart slowly. No, so what you said, what I heard was the streets of Rat Town give way to a crumbling bridge. So I thought we had left Rat Town and reached a bridge. That's what I heard. I
That's what I heard
understand now.
too.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Anyway,
want
we're in
chocolate.
the barricade.
So on the other side of the gate, you see about 10 people, or about 15 people. 10 of them look like they're about commoners, maybe shop workers, tavern owners, and whatnot. And then there are 5 people that look like they've seen a little bit.
Hopefully.
One of the survivors is Dane. He and both of his wounded, but both of his friends that were with him at the tavern are not with him.
Wait, so in tech. Oh wow, okay.
Let's see here. So you hear in his voice as he's talking to people around, he's expressing a bit of surprise and regret at what's happening around here.
What is
Yeah,
happening?
what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go
No,
and
no.
Head. Wow. Never mind.
I'm going to go and talk to the group of commoners because commoners tend to extend every courtesy and do their utmost to help me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
These commoners are scared out of their
Okay.
mind, and they have no idea what's going on.
I'm gonna go talk to Jane.
Okay.
There you go. There's a smart move. Go talk to the
Yeah.
guy that has a name.
Exactly.
Uh, so, uh, as you go and talk with Dane, he's just sitting there trying to recount the everything that's gone on in the past few minutes, and he tells you that both of his friends were ripped apart by those shadow creatures, um, and he saw you guys fighting them off and ended up destroying a few of them. Uh, and he tells you that he could really use people like you. Uh, but will he's talking about how he really should have listened um, to Taylor's stories because they appear to be true now. There must be a curse that is coming upon this land. And he will tell you that he works for the legendary Miss Sarah Fortune,
BRB.
the current leader of Bilgewater. And she calls all of her loyalists into the temple that you guys are now at, looking for fighters to go and push the wreckage that has brought this curse upon the land back into the sea where it belongs. And Dane will suggest you guys as the people that she needs due to the fact that he saw you fight some of the creatures already.
Little frog friend beat the crap out of him.
So your steps echo through the ancient stone halls of the temple until you emerge into a wide courtyard decorated with dozens of statues of rearing fanged serpents. At the end stands a young woman with flame red hair tumbling from beneath a stylish pirate's hat, and bearing two elegantly carved pistols at her side. Her blouse is stained with scorch marks. She greets you with a smirk and a nod of her head as she says, I hear tell of a group of fighters who saved a load of people back in Rat Town. Much in your description. Are you them?
We are.
Yes.
Saved is probably a very strong word to use in this particular instance, but we might be them.
We did what we could.
I, I have a job for you. I've, you see the cursed ship that they brought back a few days ago. It needs to go back to the water. Seems this curse has come upon us because of it.
Have we considered just burning down the ship?
I don't think the spirits would like that. The best way is
Who
to
cares
sink
if
it.
they're on fire? Yay!
The frog does
Ignore,
not speak to it for all of us.
Ignore our
Uh,
small friend here.
And
Um,
I know that the times around here. I'll give you each 25 gold if you do this for our city.
Sidebar: how much is gold? Is that like a lot or?
I mean, yeah.
Like a lot? Like,
gold, silver,
would my village be
copper.
happy?
Yes, your village would be
Yes.
happy with 25 gold.
Okay, then yeah.
I mean, 25 gold would probably feed your village for a year. Or
Then
more.
I'm in, regardless of what they say.
That said, I'm in.
I would say I'm in, but I want to know more about this ship and where it came from.
Aye, did you not read the backstory?
Yes, I did read the backstory.
I read it too. I don't know anything about this shit.
But yeah, I don't remember
Well,
anything about it.
A few days ago, some shippers found the Phantom's Ire sunken beneath the waves. They brought it back upon shore to run through its treasures, and for money and glory. And that's all we know. It was thought to be a cursed ship. They brought it ashore and here we are a few days later, as the curse comes upon us.
You know, it
Sorry,
strikes
just-
me that if they thought it was a cursed ship, that bringing it into port may not have been the wisest thing to do.
You are right there. But pirates be a greedy bunch.
Fair point.
I don't remember what I was going to say.
Do you?
So that's what, oh, no, I remember what it was. So this curse is new. This has never happened before.
Not here, no. Across the sea it has. Taken up a whole island of its own.
Do you have any plans on how to sink this ship?
Aye, if you agree to the task, I'll give you some powder kegs and you just scuttle the ship out and blow it up.
It seems
I wanted to burn it.
a lot easier said than done.
That is why we're doing it.
What could go wrong? This sounds like perfect plan.
I'm in. I agree.
Yeah,
We're all in.
got
Question.
nothing better to do.
Question. Alright, when you say 25 gold, do you mean that split amongst the 7 of us? Or however many there are of us? I didn't really pass algebra. But, or just, a piece. 25 a piece.
25 each?
Okay, that sounds great.
While we are agreeing to this, the frog does not speak for all of us. Please ignore anything he says. Anyway, yeah, so we agree. How long does it usually take for this mist to clear?
I don't know. Never happened before.
How did you know
Don't
to
even
run
know
the
if
bear?
blowing up the ship is going to work.
Yes, we should take long rest.
Agreed.
You cannot take a long rest.
I know, I was kidding.
Can we throw I don't know, a mouse or something out into the mist to see what happens to it?
Um,
Frog. Can we throw the frog?
Can we throw the frog?
the mist itself does not do any damage to you. It is the creatures that the mist brings upon the island that do the damage.
Okay.
Just throwing this out here. If you throw the frog, you have to do a con save for poison.
I'll put gloves
That's
on.
okay. I would take the chance.
Okay, so you each get a powder keg from
Can we
Talia.
take a short rest?
No. This is not
As you
Taylor.
are walking, not
Can I get
Taylor,
healed?
Misfortune. As you are taking the powder kegs from Misfortune, and you are walking towards the docks to take care of this ship,
I take it we don't
do
get to
get a
rest.
short rest
Oh,
in.
okay, yeah.
For the record, I'm going to hold Kerms because he's 2 foot tall. I don't think he can carry it.
So, how many kegs will it take to blow up this thing?
Apparently 5.
Okay, so
So you each get one of those.
So-
And that's where
Can-
we're going to end today.
Yeah, I agree. So it's,
And you all level up to level 4.
woohoo!
Yay, leveling up from running across rooftops.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Woolrenberg. That's hard for me to say. Level?
That's fun. That's fun.
Manage level? Level 4. Wait.
up my character. Is there anything that I add or change or anything? I can't remember with 4th level. 6th level.
Thanks, Masters.
Hey, Quackable.
Uh huh. I hate you all.
You know you love
We
us.
can tell.
I love how he went from saying I love, Kern at the beginning to now not liking me at all.
Well, you did poison the lady
I,
we're trying
I
to
love,
talk to.
I love Kern. I hate you specifically.
Oh,
Here we
well,
go.
that hurts.
Does it really surprise you though?
Not in the slightest.
I think I'm gonna do
All right,
this.
so we will pick up there next week.
And I enjoyed it, guys.